What's up, homie? Welcome to Genz and Cat, where the only thing we filter is our language. Welcome to Genz and Cat.
Don't think like that.
Are we doomed? Are we never gonna get good leaders?
My name is Nosim Natasha.
And Brandy Mora.
And this is Genz and Cat. Make sure you like, subscribe, share.
Notification button.
Yeah. Brandy leo tunaongelea nini?
June kumekuwa haje. It has been a lot. Hey.
You know, I am here by the grace of God.
Oneshe mguu.
Kilema, kaguru man.
Mki celebrate Mashujaa Day.
Ama uongeze jina yangu hapo chini. But before we start talking about that, because that's serious business, we're not ready for that. You know, we are avoidant people.
Yeah. Hello. Self-awareness.
You know, queen. Self-awareness queen here in the building. So tuongelele Mulamona venye alikuwa anaitisha meno yake.
Jamani. Unajua bado sielewi mbona anaitisha meno. Kwani ali donate meno ama?
That is my question. Did he like go to the dentist akatolewa meno
I don't even think that's possible. Like if you really need a transplant, you get an artificial one. Ama he paid.
Like that's the sensible thing to do.
But even if
ataka ulilipa
let me tell you, mimi hata unibaie gari
kurudishi
unless ulinibaie ile ya mchezo ile yenye unaweka kwa jina lako alafu unanipea vifungu hapo sasa unajua umenicheza. But umenibaie mimi chochote umenibaie to bring back the gift sale.
Ni hata hudi zako zenye niliiba sikurudishi.
Unaziona na
hudi sirudishi nitakuwa nadhani kilala.
Ukirudisha body count yangu nitakurudishia hizo vitu zote.
Bring back my virginity.
Yeah, and then I'll give you back everything you got me.
Anyways, I find that childish.
Same. And
you are a grown ass.
It feels like it was cloud chasing because after all that they apologize. And okay, verification, I think you apply for it.
Instagram
you even
either pay ama you are acknowledged to be one.
Oh, but I feel like it was a cloud chasing thing because
for what though? Were they launching or ama ni for
relatability unajua
that's dumb. Like why would
majenzi wamekuja na mbio watu wa kitambo wanaanza kusaulika sio inabidi wametetemesha mtandao.
Honestly naweza sound lamwa
because I honestly don't know what he does even like siko ubaya. I know he's a comedian but I don't think I've heard any of his jokes. With all due respect, maybe ni FYP yangu ama
that's a joke.
ama media na consume but I have never known who Mulamwa is. Nasikianga tu ameacha nani ameolewa kwa nani yako.
And I think people need to come to terms with the fact that social media is like a wave now. Like you come, you go. And it's okay.
But ukitaka unaweza kazi. Like if you have content, say
if you are
cloud chasing uta last 3 years but kama mtu kama actress tukiwa wadogo alikuwa hapo. Sasa hii tuko na yeye the same mtandao.
Watu kama kina Rono
nani huyu mwenye yes your group
Philip Creations
the other one the
one I love that man.
Yes, the lucky guy. He has been making us laugh since we were kids and now we're helping him make people laugh.
I think you just need to
content.
Have content.
Know your art. Find an art. Your art can't be drama.
Be creative.
If your art is drama, anza ku make movies kama kina nani. Film kwa director ama producer, write the drama down
because it gets tired.
It is tiring.
Lakini ilikuwa funny kuitisha meno.
It was so hilarious cause
nilete meno na yakaenda akamtolea kapea mtu wa pikipiki amrudishie. Uliona hiyo
the clip, did she actually remove it?
No, I don't think she did. But it was so funny. At least you made us laugh, you know. Yeah, but next time please come up with content that is worth.
Na ali vile kitambo like walikuwa nasema the other girl was the problem mwenye aliachwa akiwa bibi mama. Mwingine another banger. I'm in love with plenty women. But then we'll show you shege. Yeah. We need to learn from other women. You're not special.
You're not the exception to the rule. My friend, you will be taught utaenda shule, utatoka ufail mtihani urudishwe tena
na tukucheke. Na si kazi yetu mtandao ni kikucheka. But tukikucheka hata usisikie vibaya. Okay, sikia vibaya but
labda tunaweza kwa tunakapitia.
Usishinde kwa hiyo nini. Kwa hiyo shida.
True. There is this mzungu that came to Kenya.
Akapata Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Akapewa maforeign na makali back to back.
Boy, the nigga was lost for real.
Imagine. First of all, imagine how scary that is.
Alafu napata mtu anakwambia diglo.
Naenda nakwambia ndio ministry. But akona ana trust issues joli mfuata hadi kwake.
I think wazungu they're just naive.
I'm curious. They're too curious. Jadi kwa horror movie.
Yeah, wakimbia.
Una kitu inajiandika kwa wall na damu get out. Alafu kuna like who's that? Who's that? Get out. Me in fact nikipata imejiandika na damu I won't even ask any questions. I'll be like, you know what?
Yes.
Hata hizo nguo.
You said get out? Yes.
You can have them. I'm on my way. Just give me my phone. That's all I need.
That's the only thing I need, man, to get out of here. But it was so nice of the guys to help.
Yeah, because alimweka for a couple of days. Nakumbuka di kwa comment section alikuwa unaona si ni content creator. So si anafanyanga tu mavida zake hapa nini. Sasa on the background unaona huko kamzunyeka amekaa kwa kona. It was
anafanya nini?
Anakaa tu juu sasa ana passport hizi rudi country yake. In my head I was like, can't you go? I'm sure there's something you can do when you lose an important document. There's somewhere you can.
But as in another country, that's insane.
But you're white in
colonization in our
exactly lives. You're white in a third world country. I think it will be faster for you.
Plus you'll also be given a priority.
Yeah.
You're just white. They call me black, but I'm white. Ali Abdi aka Nairobi West Nika. Kama sisi we ni age mate wetu, if you're a Gen Z and older, are we older Gen Z? Middle like Gen Zs.
We are
wakatikati. No, are we?
Yeah, we
sisi kuna Gen Zs wa 29, 28, 27,
97 to 03.
Oh, they are older Gen Zs.
Na mimi na like kwa 03 so.
Okay, older. Same.
Ndio maana hao younger Gen Zs hata kuna ni wako low key Gen Alpha ni wenye wanasema nini?
Skibidi toilet.
What in the skibidi? Sigma ndo anatumia sana kwanza my cousin all the time. What in the sasa hata Sigma
inamaanisha
mimi naitumianga tu kama expression honestly cause at first cause walikuwa naisema what in the Sigma so nilikuwa naitumia kama evil. Sikuwa naitumia mtu angeisema ningeassume that what they're saying.
But I think
it could be that
context.
I feel
think
so
it's the context.
Sigma I think it's that. I think it's like low key some type of shege.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I think so.
Fair. Yes, man, I'm old.
Skibidi ndio siezi elewa.
The only thing I'm worried about is my knees and her knees.
Yeah.
They're going through it, bitch. Anyways. Yeah.
That's actually my cousin.
Ali Abdi Nairobi West Nika.
Crush wetu. Okay, aqua crush.
Gain train with Nairobi West Nika.
Man, gain with. Muli gain wangapi sasa amegain a wife. Ni bado mna gain likes.
Imagine alikuwa ana date Mkristo.
Si guy, wewe sasa unadatiwa na Muislamu mnadhani ni for together forever.
Kuna watu wanaendanga up together. They end up together, but it's very unlikely.
What are the odds though?
Yeah.
Kama Ramadhana kuongeleshi unadhani atakupeleka kwa wazazi wake. Excuse, kafir. Yeah, like hizi vitu ni obvious. Mimi nayo kuna vitu tu ufai kwa umeshtuka. Like ako so into his din na wewe uko so into your dini. Do you think mtapatana wapi unless nyote muamue ku drop dini?
Which is not
very hard.
Very I see he is now married to a Muslim girl. Worthy of a worthy Muslim girl.
Worthy.
So you were a statistic. If you dated him, if you are dating a Muslim man.
Nimekumbuka ile video ya I finally found a woman who I'll stay with until I find the love of my life. Oh, nadhani you have been picked. Kumbe wewe ni placeholder. God damn it. Na vile umengangana ukwe picked.
Don't you think they spend on those girls, the placeholders? They don't spend, they don't.
When wakimbiwa love.
Yeah.
Oh, don't listen to your friends.
Akila.
Unajua nako bana.
No, unalala njaa unakunywa maji ya chumvi. Anyways.
Water na bangi ndio diet yako.
Speaking of people who don't spend, there's a woman who spent on the husband and bought a Toyota Land Cruiser Prado. for the husband for Father's Day hata see anniversary, it's just a
what happened to socks, boxers
for vest and cheap perfume.
Ukimpenda sana umlipie haircut, what happened to that?
Mnapandisha standard na sia tuko ready,
inafanya ike. Lakini mimi wacha tu nike hivyo. Do
you think you'd ever spend on a man?
Yeah, but not a Land Cruiser Prado. Unless it's my son. No, he's the one supposed to buy me a huge car. I'm supposed to give him love and kids.
What if he already bought you cars?
So there are more cars to be bought. There are always more cars to be bought.
Like next, could you try a Jeep, sir?
Yeah, and na ujue mimi spend hizi gari zenu streamlined. Mimi nataka gari kubwa na umenunulia Lambo. I want a big car.
Yeah. So you basically would never buy a man a car, no matter how rich you get.
Yo, unless sasa nifanye hiyo style ya wababa, nikubaie na jina yangu nikupe kifungu.
Oh shit.
Unanikasirisha, ninapiga polisi nasema gari yangu imeibiwa.
I'm just a lover.
Hey, gari.
I would buy a car.
Ooh.
I would buy land, I would buy houses, I would buy
kuna time kuna time nili fall in love nikaanza kubuy vitu, but then hata yeye alikuwa amenibaia na si eti nilikuwa na
hata mimi si eti nanunua eti juu nampenda mimi nanunua juu ulinibaia na ukanifanya nikuwe secure, like you spend so much on me to a point I don't feel the heart on spending on you.
I don't think I've spent on boys like that.
I've never done that too, but I know I would if I got
hata socks sidhani nimenunua, nasema
mimi the most expensive thing I bought for a nigga is a piece of cake.
Me sijai kwa serious,
and I'm talking about a nigga who I like.
Yeah, sasa mimi sijai pata. So unaona mimi zangu zinakonga talking stage 2 weeks kidogo unaniuliza who is wapi na nini niko who. So yangu hijai kwa serious enough for me to even spend my own fare going to see him.
Me as of now, for me and my household, we will buy socks and vests.
Honestly, me
until
too.
I am assured that you don't.
Ile siku mnaniona na a big rock on my hand, labda hapo nimenunua simu, lakini si yako na simu kubwa hata kushinda yangu. Sasa nitamwambia nini kusema huko. Mimi itabidi tu nimekupea mapenzi yangu.
Nimekushona kupenda man. Usipoamini man shida yako.
Na nikuongezee rounds.
Period. You know?
That's all I have. Pesa yangu mimi
na you go down.
Hey, hapo hiyo sasa hiyo ni kama gari sasa. Instead of buying you a car. Ile siku umenibamba sana. Ile siku umenibamba yani nimesema my man. Ndio nasema leo
Jeep hapo.
Heri ni choke.
Unaona hizi memes akiziwe, this is so bad. PG-18. Until my throat
hurts.
No, until my throat lands the patterns of his veins.
Hey guys.
Hey, I don't want to be in love that much.
Same.
Ay,
kuna moto. Kuna.
That is crazy. Wow. Because do you mean for you to get there, you know how many times you have to do it?
Imagine.
Yeah.
Gag reflex. Hey, kuna beshte yangu fulani alikuwa na brush meno akapata gag reflex. Ako like, I can't believe that happened. I've never had a gag reflex in my life. I'm like, okay, sorry, throat goat. Mimi nikibrush meno tongue
kila time.
Every morning.
It's crazy.
Every morning.
Sometimes I have to puke.
Sasa zingine nasemanga hata hiyo tongue ikae. Sasa hadi lini bana? Hadi machozi inatoka.
Crazy wow.
Zingine machozi.
Alafu unasema hujaipata gag reflex the entire your entire life.
Umeshtuka. I can't believe. Niko
God chosen.
Mimi unafaa unione nikibrush every morning.
Steve Osimpoboy akona mtoto, unajua hivyo? Anapata mtoto.
Yeah, Leona kianao.
Pregnancy, yeah.
Hey, baby mama, yani this time umesema everyone should be a baby daddy.
Yeah.
Baby daddy for you, a baby daddy for you, a baby daddy for you.
Everyone is
a baby daddy.
I
mean, I hope I never get baby mama unless Nico like 40 and I want a child and I don't want a husband, then I can be a baby mama. But in my najua prime akunanga mwisho wa prime, but in the patriarchal prime
napenda venye is describe. Yes,
my lord, acha hata nisiseme wish. I am in charge of my own destiny. I will not be baby mama in the patriarchal prime of a woman.
Yeah. And I stand by that.
Yeah.
You go get it, girl.
I'm shocked.
Me too.
Okay, I'm not shocked really because baby mama culture, but I'm shocked it's Steve Simple Boy. Unajua anikalianga tu mtoto mdogo yani. Loki kwa akili yangu.
Doesn't look like he does those things.
Yeah. Like,
I get you.
Even if he does, sikudhani like they will keep it.
Oh. Only then utasema he doesn't look like he can father.
Atuma blank. No, Nyati, I didn't expect him to want. Maybe it's not him. Maybe it's, I don't know, like the circumstance, but I didn't expect it. It was so shocking. Like I expected the car. Nilikuwa nangoja sasa announce, but at least akona gari.
Yeah. Issue ni mtoto atalala wapi?
Wakona hiyo gari. Si kabla kwa mrefu atatoshia kwa gari.
Nafikiria the next topic you are talking we are about to talk about hata naogopa.
Ni gani?
Baby Amanda.
Oh no.
Yeah, the 5-year-old who was thrown off a building by her uncle who was drunk. Juu alikuwa amekataa kutoka kwa room juu anataka kuchange.
What? That was so sad. Actually, as much as people do reckless things when they're drunk, that is not reckless.
That is malicious.
That's an evil deed you're doing there. And
like wani unajiona nani?
Na if kama huko mtupe nje, mbona ulikataa kutoka kwa room? Ulikuwa mfanyie nini? So it's so sad, especially juu alimtupa akamfuata. Ako like, you know what, throwing you down is not enough. Hawezi kufa from a second floor. I need to follow you and finish the work. Imagine.
Hakuwa amekufa.
Sini kutoka sijui ni second ama haikuwa mbali. So obviously ni mtoto, so labda a lose consciousness, but could disease. So akamfuata akaanza kumtadia huko chini tena.
Kwani house help alikuwa anadu?
Sijui, maybe yeye ndo alikuwa anambabysit for the night.
Kulikuwa na house help. House help ndo alikuwa anasema alimrusha juu.
Si baby house help ako jikoni no sooner than she know it, anasikia scream akikuja kuangalia mule alisharuka akamfuata.
Alirukia tu huko akaya.
Hata hakuenda kwa mlango. It's giving like unaona vile ma superhero wakifight na ma villain, it's giving that. And this is not even a villain, this is a 5-year-old. Can you even fight someone your own size? How weak are you?
Alafu una imagine yote makichako venye alikuwa anasema. He was not even remorseful. He was like, unajua mimi ni nani?
Ati wewe ni nani? You are a murderer and a pedophile.
Nilikuwa mlevi so mbwa.
Kwanza hata wangemchapa kako mlevi, wangengoja zishuke.
Actually alafu wamchape wammalize. Wamfanyie tu venye amefanyia huyu mtoto. Stupid. You get what you give, you get what you
The craziest part ni huyu ni brother. Tuseme ni brother, ni uncle yake. So either ni brother mama yake ama brother baba yake amemfanyia hivi. Oh my god. Mi ingebidi to me and Ginny semoza.
Kwa hiyo ni tabia gani shwali? I feel like the patriarchal roots in this country are so deep. For you to think a 5-year-old is threatening you, a 5-year-old female is threatening you by telling you to leave the room.
Literally.
Unasema huyu mtoto ananiambia nini, anaenda na mrusha, anaenda kumchapa. That's crazy business. Anyways. Genz Goliath, that was sasa, I hope the man
is hanged, you know? Yeah, death penalty.
Yeah. Unajua death penalty ya Kenya si
inakwanga life.
Mimi tubadilishe tufanye death penalty ya rapists na murderers ikue hanging.
Ama warudishe ile
hanging ama beaten to death ama
lakini decapitation ni haraka. Wewe hangiwa tu.
Decapitation ya dick.
Ni castration. Hiyo inafaa kwa ya rapist. Ya murderers nasema wakati kichwa ile ya kuweka hivi, but nimefikiria hiyo ni haraka. Why should you don't even deserve a quick death.
Yeah.
Wewe hangiwa tu, unyongwe tu hapo udai na very ugly way.
Ama with other worse ways to kill you. Anyways, Genz Goliath alipata Netflix. Nilimuona juzi maandamano man.
Lazima angerudi. Si uko ndo mlimdiscover.
Hata nilishangaa litoshaje kwa pikipiki. Ngona mbona
angekimbia tu steps tano ashakata.
But
still so he was discovered in last maandamano, so I think like it's kind of
a memorial. It's some, it has to show up.
Like, you know, kama singetokea last maandamano, people would have never noticed me and all that.
And it's also good to show up for, you know, people.
Your country. Imagine being tall enough at Netflix na kutafuta.
That's crazy business.
For your
I'm short enough, Netflix. Hi.
Me, I'm loud enough.
We have deep voices.
Yeah, can that work?
Yeah, we have a lot of things. DM us, man.
Yeah.
Ako this daughter fancy ameolewa huko France.
Heck, easy ma harusi za ako
tunatoshana na yeye.
Mi hiyo tunatoshana na watu wengi wenye wameolewa bana.
Hata sina prospect.
Nilikwambianga classmate wangu alielewa na alishapata mtoi. Kuolewa si ati kamwiste akapata balls. Aliolewa harusi white wedding. Okay, it was iko na culture ndani, but it's still like white wedding. And then akapata mtoto, like the chronological order of marriage. We are old. We are not old, we are like adults. It's crazy that we are adults. I'm
still children.
Man. I'm just a baby. But easy maharusi za the akothes. Wow.
And they're beautiful as well.
Wow.
Very cultural. I love it.
Nimona ameva green. Green is such a rich color. Let me see rich people wearing green.
Green and
especially
purple.
That deep green. Yeah. I think hata mimi nikiolewa, I don't love green that much, but I might put green for luxury.
Yeah.
Just for the
and
fun
gold.
of it. Yeah, especially just how long my marriage will last, so it doesn't even matter. I'll just put whatever color I want.
Yeah.
It's just a party at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, it's just a
just
big
telling
event.
people we are together.
We are together again.
Trio mio amenunua mansion pia.
Mtoto wa juzi alikuwa high school.
Manze.
Tulikuwa high school same time. I think hata tulimaliza before. Yeah, I'm so glad he didn't quit school.
That's a smart boy then.
Yeah.
Trio, najua you are younger, but since you have a mansion,
you know, we can talk about it.
For that big mansion.
You want to? Oh, Allah! Yeah, imenasa. We can talk about it. You know.
I can learn to say,
For real.
In bed. Oh my days. But congratulations, Trio. That's actually a really
you're living my dream.
Moment.
I really want a house.
Me too, baby.
Oh my god. Like I want a house more than I want a car.
Or anything else actually.
Anything else at a much. Like even when I'm thinking about, oh my god, I'm so single, but I'm like, I'm also houseless. like single iko, yes, I am single, but I don't have a house. Like every problem I have inakwanga overshadowed na the fact that I don't have. So I'm always thinking about the fact that I don't have a house.
I totally get you, man. Pia mimi, I want to own a house so bad.
If you had the money, where would you buy a house?
Where? Ooh. I would buy it. Unaona Lower Kabete? Unaona ukikujanga kwetu? Kuna place unaona manyumba mingi kubwa kubwa ukiwanga kwa hiyo barabara ukienda ni kama
after West.
Yes, after West Spring Valley umepita ukiingia sasa
barabara fulani kanga private.
Yes.
There
is where I would get my house. Because hata hakuna celebrities huko, hakuna politicians. It's just rich people like me, you know.
If money wasn't the problem, ningeishi Nanyuki. But if considering money, Kitengela.
Oh
yeah.
Kitengela mimi nime PTSD man.
Okay, hata me, I was there in campus, but I think I've had like several other encounters za Kitengela. Imebidi tu ni refresh. Pia nimeona huko kuna vast land. I can get vast land, so I
it's
can get a big house. Also, it's flat. Na nimetoka place ya Highland. There's nothing wrong with the Highland. The Highland is beautiful. It's green. The temperatures are really good, but bana, my cows zimechoka. So like places flat will me fascinate because nimetoka Highland. So it is flat. So it's like, ooh, nice. What do you mean?
Sunset.
I can see like the other side, like unless ukamwe vaka la red ukiwa mbali I can see you.
Yeah.
Kisii in like 100 meters I can't see you anymore, maybe kichwa yako because unaenda ukipotea.
I think that's the same case with me though, because mimi sasa nimelelewa Kajiado, so I don't find that fascinating. And I find the greenery fascinating.
Oh yeah, and
that's why I choose Kiambu side huko mali kuna nyesha vizuri.
Sasa okay, kwetu kunyeshi. Also another thing is you can't keep horses in highlands. You can, but it will be really hectic. It's easier kwa place flat kama Kajiado, and I want a ranch with just horses.
I want that too.
Yeah,
that would be so cool.
That's why I need to live in Nanyuki or Kitengela.
Yeah, Nanyuki is such a cool place.
Yeah,
I would like to live in Limuru too. Kuna BNB
Limuru is too cold for me. Even Nanyuki is somewhat cold, but not as cold.
Well, I'm saying Limuru as retiring place, not like a daily place. Like nikiwa mzee.
Just mimi nikiwa mzee narudi Kisii ama Mombasa.
Wow, Mombasa! I take everything I've said back. I want a beach house in my Oh my God.
Alafu Mombasa tu harakishi, hakuna baridi. Mimi mali kuna baridi, count me out. Hakuna.
And mind you, Mombasa is not the only place. Like all coastal regions are usually like that, slow. Chill.
Unaenda 8 am kwa duka, kuna maziwa, nani amefungua? Hamna.
Unakumbuka watu wakimbia kwa beach morning run?
Imagine.
Oh my God,
that is a retirement.
You don't want me to live that life? Yes, okay.
Ujafika retirement age sasa wewe.
No, hata mapema sasa hivi mind.
Unaweza ishi so far from Nairobi.
Retirement yangu ni enough money, see age.
How much is enough? Is it enough money or enough property?
Enough both. In property, money, like I just want to be so comfortable to a point I don't need to show up in my businesses.
Yeah,
that's my retirement. CH.
And rich people never stop earning.
Yeah.
To be rich.
God, come a trio, man. Come a trio. And last but not least, we have to talk about what the main agenda was in this
June. Sorry.
Kama kawaida mnajua, as a Kenya, lazima to protest. Lazima we show up with our rights, our inaitwa nini?
Ni rights.
Doing your rights.
Roles.
Expressing hiyo guys. Hata mimi nime but kulikuwa na maandamano, there were protests in Kenya, Nairobi, CBD.
The main cause was
the police brutality, the killings that have been going on since last year, abductions. It could be like, honestly, I felt like apart from that, the finance bill also was supposed to be part of the maandamano. But there's a lot of things we are fighting as a country to a point you don't even know what you're fighting anymore.
And I feel like people were so drained fighting the finance bill last year. Okay, yes, I get it. We fought, Prezo akakataa at the end of the day. But then hizo vitu zilipitishwa nyuma ya mlango.
Which is not right though.
Akiwa Kenya wamechoka. Uncle please.
It was so bad though, the one that was done on 25th.
Especially because they started using rape as a tool of war.
That part
was so heartbreaking.
I heard about it and I saw someone make a video. I crashed out. I cried so hard because I also went to maandamano. I would have been there. I would be the one getting raped. Imagine what that girl is going through right now. Imagine. Such a dirty person on top of you.
Imagine in such a dirty place, in such a chaotic place. You don't even
know what diseases they have.
That is so heartbreaking. But as much as I don't want to say it was expected, but when you look at history, women and children have always been used as a weapon. So if douching their places doesn't work, let's start killing their women. Let's start raping and killing their women and children, and then they will start feeling it. So if hata ikiendelea kukua worse, they are going to go that direction.
And sisi tutaumia as the women of the side.
Even with World War III, trust you me, hata kama wanasema men used to fight war, women used to get the better part of the war.
Yeah.
Because wao ndio fahali mbili wakifuatana ni nyasi, wao ndio nyasi. Wao ndio wanakuwa hard.
And it is so sad because I thought in the big 2025 things would be better. Imagine someone is coming out to fight for your rights and you are raping that person.
And we have some woke Genzs, or rather civilized and well-learned Genzs, who know that is wrong and they're speaking about it, including men. But as a comment section, you're seeing people saying things like, wacha watu wajibambe. What do you mean watu wacha? What are they? at the expense of someone else. You don't want the president because he's doing something at the expense of your comfortability, but at the expense of someone's pain. Watch out, Bambe. Are you on drugs? Are you mental? Do you need Christ to come and redeem your soul? What is wrong with you?
Because that is so sad. That is so heartbreaking. Because women are honestly, I don't think there's a society without women.
There's none.
There is no society without women. Women nurture, women give birth, women.
In this day, they provide.
They provide. Like, women are literally the heart of a society. So if you guys decide to go and do such nasty things to women who are fighting for a better Kenya,
you'll destroy the whole society.
That's crazy business. Like how daft can you be?
You need to look at the strong countries. They're treating their women well.
Yeah, it's always hata unakumbuka ile country ilipitisha holidays ilipatia wanawake off when they're bleeding. That is how you should treat a woman. You know, like work in their clocks, you know, like don't have
we have been working in men's clocks.
Like at least switch the narrative to be both sided, you know, as much
like,
as
aren't you tired of hearing us fight about women's right over and over
I
again?
just don't care.
See, no, as in Nasema, I am tired and you're tired of hearing it. See, let's make the society better so we stop complaining about it.
You are tired of hearing us.
Imagine how we feel. Imagine. So if we change it, at least hata tuko tunaongelelea about how we are going, instead of exporting our agriculture to go get processed so that we buy at a higher price. Tuache kuongelelea, change the society so we stop talking about this, we start talking about things will improve our economy.
Yeah. And it is so sad because, to be very honest, you know, there's someone who believes it is okay for a woman to go through that. It is like genuinely.
It's so frustrating.
That's BS.
First of all, who raised you?
And what? That is a brain you are going to raise your children with? I pity you so much. And apart from that, nothing was changed. Like I just saw in the morning that the High Court said that the police officers are not to be blamed. Like they don't have a fault in the killings of.
So whose fault is it?
You tell me, baby. You tell me. They just said that. Apart from that, the president also passed the financial appropriation bills that were being refused by the citizens of Kenya. So at the end of the day, guys, tutanunua tu bracelets tutoke Kenya.
Tutasupport Kenya kutoka nje.
Manze, it's so sad.
Unajivunia kwa Kenya,
kutoka kwa Kenya. Like you start getting tired of being part of this beautiful country, and it's beautiful. You know, there is no other country like Kenya in Africa.
Sahi hata mtu izimba naishi natumaini.
Manze, ama kuimba your national anthem, unasikia tu heartbreak.
Hapo kwa sema natoka na undugu.
Undugu iko wapi? Where is the undugu?
Amani na uhuru. What amani? What uhuru?
Is the red in the flag? Because the blood we are shedding is crazy.
True. And the black because we are black. Majority of us don't colonizers our gender.
Yeah. Honestly, it gets so tiring to a point. If, like, personally, kama mimi, I've been agitating for better Kenya. Like, clearly, if you have been following me on my social media platforms, you know how much I want a better Kenya. But it gets to a point, I get tired. Because the same people I'm fighting for are fighting me.
Yeah.
And I'm also fighting these people who are not for the country. Like, we are fighting the politicians and the people who are having us struggle for our lives. And then I'm fighting you who I'm supposed to be fighting for.
Yeah.
Pani they mad. Let me just adapt that capitalist mind and make my own money. Because at the end of the day, I have a brain. Best believe I will maneuver this country. It was just because I am sympathetic, I am empathetic. I see people suffering and I don't like it. It's not that atipia mimi maisha yangu ni so ni mbaya sana, because I know there are people yes, it is not good, but there are people who are having it worse, and those people are the reasons why I'm fighting, because I know at some point mimi nitafika hiyo position if at all this government continues doing whatever it's doing. Inachukuanga the poor, inamalizana na wao, inakujia middle class.
Continue to give temporary solutions
to the poorest of the poor.
One day,
poorest of the poor.
One day, the poor will become poorest, and the poorest will become poorest of the poorest. na hivyo ndo tunaendelea.
It's true.
Nakumbuka ile wimbo ya maskini atazidi kuwa maskini na tajiri atakuwa
kizaidi.
Exactly. Unfortunately that's the kind of world we live in right now,
and it is so sad because it was Kenya. You know, Kenya, like say unakumbuka kitambo tukiangalia third world countries zenye sisi you're like, oh my god, that's bad,
you guys are suffering.
Yeah.
I'm not praise.
Look at you now saying I am in the mess myself, you know.
Where have you been?
Yeah,
nobody.
Yeah, and apart from that there's also the Iran and Israel.
Alafu unajua unfortunately for Kenyans sisi ni ally wa US.
We don't know when to pick who to pick and choose.
Those stray bullets tutazipata mbaya.
But wali on nani Trump ali offer solutions. Sijui kama Iran walikubali, I didn't check after. Hopefully they quit fighting because it's insane.
Kuna mali TikTok niliona ati walianza World War 3 because you who didn't come to whose birthday. Guys, see, you know, I was thinking that you see the way when men naturally have an argument, they resort to violence. And probably that's why when male leaders have a disagreement, they resort to war. Ingekuwa women, you know, when women have a disagreement to result to either kurushiana mdomo ama kupeana attitude. So ingekuwa like women the leaders, instead of war, we'd just have a bunch of countries who don't talk to each other.
Yeah, and countries whose visas you can't get.
Yeah. Ingekuwa just that. Ati ni Uganda. Just that.
Now you know Kamala said literally, if Trump becomes president, you'll go to war in 6 months.
Sindio.
And it happened. Men they just like flexing their muscle. And imagine wana flex muscle wana juu Trump mvalisha suti aende akapigane.
I wish ingekuwa kama kitambo. You know kitambo even kings used to fight.
And they used to
kings ndo walikuwa wana lead. Ndo walikuwa na lead war.
Yes.
Saa hii anakaa tu kwa nyumba ana point mkono.
Eti. Na wewe unaenda. They don't even know exactly what is in the ground.
What even your name.
Like what the hell. Anyways, it's so sad to see that probably this is the beginning of World War 3. Hopefully it's not. Because I think, are we part of NATO?
NATO? You need to remind me what that is.
It's the alliance of countries that protect each other if one is hit.
I don't know, but mi najua sisi ni allies wa US. So sisi ni enemies wa Iran.
Yeah. I know Iran don't care. It's a tweet. Surprise and it's a bomb.
But honestly walikuwa na retaliate. So it's valid. Walikuwa na retaliate. Wow, makosa ni haya.
Anyways, we hope that it's not, you know, the end of the world. Manze, hi.
Acha mimi nikwambie World War 3
kianza.
Mimi naweza acha nikuwe vetted ndio ni dedi. Juu sasa nabaki kufanya kubuild ruins zenye
unajua wanawake ufanywa nini in wars wewe.
Imagine even if you don't go to war, wakikuja ku attack countries, they will still rape you from your own country. Like fate is fate.
Fika hiyo time najiua.
For women it's unfortunately
everywhere.
We are going to be victims in
as long as you walk with your vagina.
So honestly heri mimi niende nidushiwe kushinda nibaki huku. First of all, I equally be raped. Hata huko naweza kuwa raped less juu niko na douche gun na douche yote na nimetrainiwa so hata niko stronger. Kushinda nibaki huku mimi nabaki kujenga ruins, bado unakuwa sexually assaulted, bado mnapigwa na hizo bombs. Like you still get everything
that are not even yours.
You get all the effects of war and get to live with the PTSD. No thanks. Munitume mimi niende huko frontline nidushiwe wa kwanza niende.
You've been waiting for that opportunity.
Cause
anyways, but that's it from June recap. I hope you have enjoyed and probably gotten more information about June that you didn't have. You've been chilling with me, Natasha
and Brandy Mora.
And this is Genz and Kat. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and follow us on our social media platforms, Genz and Kat kila mahali. And my personal account is Nasim Natasha.
Brandy Mora.
Kama huja subscribe wewe ni mjinga.
Wewe ni fala.
Na ufanye nini?
Na uache kuwa na asma. Nani huyu akusema ni fala? Anakuanga na beef watu wako na asma.
Hiyo ni upuzi. Mbona uko na asma?
Ati unalipia kupumua.
Oye, subscribe.
Uncle please.
Thank you. We appreciate your subscription. See you next week.
Yeah.
Bye. Ciao. Karanja.